Hi guys, today I'm so excited to share with you my project. This is Dennis from Mukupoultryfarm, and today we are constructing a structure. It's gonna be a layer structure. It's gonna be accommodating 2,000 birds. This farmer is gonna be starting poultry, so just that way you can see it was a garden, and she has been in farming, so now she chose to switch to poultry. That's how you can see the garden. It had young maize, but that's when she got the money to start the project, so we had to start it straight away. Some farmers tend to use concrete poles, but for us we chose to use wood poles. These are eucalyptus trees and they are always strong. They are very strong. However much, while using them, you have to make sure that you smear them with oil, because I don't know if it's the same in other continents, but in Africa, most of our land has termites within. Mostly when it has been a garden place or it's in the village setting, we always have termites within, so you have to make sure that you smear it with the used oil. In this way, it won't be damaged a lot. Some do use chemicals, but for us we prefer this oil because it's affordable. You can get it anywhere, it's easy to apply, so we always use this one. So just the way you see, we are trying to be very fast. And after smearing the oil, just the way you can see, after smearing the oil, we also put the plastic bag. This plastic bag helps us just in case there is a place that the oil didn't fit well, so we put that plastic bag. Just the way you see, we do our work locally. I know many will ask us for the boots, the overalls, but this is the way we do our thing. We do it locally, but it's always very nice. It comes up to be a very strong structure at the end of it oil. So just the way you can see, we smear this oil up to some level of the poles. So after that, we start setting up the loafing structure. You know, in Africa and I think throughout the world, we tend to have some strong winds at times. So while constructing this structure, you have to bear in mind that at times these winds can come when they are strong and they take away the roof. So you have to make sure that we make it as strong as we can. We use nails and our local hammers, and we try to make it strong, just the way you can see it. It's like we are gonna roof a real house, but it's just a chicken structure, but we make it as strong as possible in our local way. So from there we have to level up the soil. We don't want to have any slope in our structure, so we make sure that there is no end slope. We make sure that we level up the whole ground, so that when you put in the wood shaving, won't go on the same side and they leave the other side empty. So just the way you can see it, it's always nice. After making sure that we are done with carpentry work, then we start the roofing. We use these iron sheets. They are always cheaper, and they can do the work perfectly. Just the way you can see the structure. The structure was very big, being that it's gonna accommodate 2,000 birds, so it had to be as big as possible. And after that, after putting the upper roofing, we have to put the side sheets. We don't use bricks. Sometimes our clients will ask for the bricks. When you have the money, we do the brick work, then we put on the mesh. But for this client, needed us to use the sheets on the downer part, because bricks tend to be expensive at times. So that way we have to ask our client to give us their budget. So when you give us your budget, we can estimate what to use exactly. We can either use the bricks or the iron sheets, but at the end of the day, they all deliver the same work. Yeah, they deliver the same results actually. So here we had to bring in the sand. We usually use the sand, the lake sand. This lake sand, it always have some bigger particles, so we don't put concrete, no, we just use the sand. Just the way you see, after leveling the sand, the ground, we had to bring in the compactor. This helps us to compact the land, to compact the whole area. Remember, you're not using the concrete. No, concrete is just expensive for nothing, so we don't use the concrete. After compacting the land, the whole structure, then we just mix our sand with cement, and that's all. We start pouring around and casting it all around, just the way you can see it. The structure is always very strong. This is the finished thing, just the way you can see. And this is how it is after leaving it to settle for some time. It's always looking like this, very perfect. And we had to put on, now we are in our final stages. I think we shall catch up in the next video after finishing the whole structure and putting in our flock. Thanks for watching. Keep it up.